how are you guys? How's it going? Whoever has already attended camps in Coimbatore would have already met Sir on ground physically. And for the July batch, I'm introducing Sir to you. Sir was my mentor. When I was like you all as an young aspirant, when I was clueless where to go, what to do, how to prepare for SSB, Sir was standing as a lighthouse for me. He guided me. I got a proper mentor. And with Sir's guidance, I was able to sail through the process easily. I got recommended in 12 SSB Bangalore and then subsequently Coast Guard. So Sir's motivation and the way he teaches inspired me a lot. And once I became a GTO, I am sure I was very happy, but Sir was 100 times happier that I became a GTO. And once I retired after 12 years of service, it was actually Sir's idea to start a SSB guidance program or a center, whatever, or an academy, you call it. And as a respect which I should give for my guru, that's why I named this academy as Colonel and Commander Defense Academy. That is why it is called a CCD Academy. Whenever if somebody is not aware so far what is CCD Academy, it is Colonel and Commander Defense Academy. That Colonel, I mean Col Jayavel only, and Commander, I mean self. So with this, thank you. So with this, I'll be handing over the session to Sir. And Sir, you're free to share all your experience. All these youngsters get a lot of motivation from you. This session can be, I think most of the people are from Tamil Nadu only. It can be a combination of English and Tamil also, so that they'll be able to connect better. So over to you, Sir. Thank you so much, Sir, for gracing this occasion and taking out your time to inspire these young boys who can make their dream of wearing uniform at a faster rate. Thank you so much for your time. So over to you.
Thank you, Commander Vimal Raj. Can everybody see me on the screen?
Fine, sir. Fine, sir.
Okay, fine. Good evening to all of you. And first and foremost, I'd like to thank Commander Vimal Raj for having given me the opportunity to share some of pre-Kargil operations. Though I'm called a Kargil veteran, the right thing goes to those who really fought. Well, first and foremost, I'd like to, for just over 2 seconds, just close your eyes and pray for the departed soul to rest in peace. Okay, thank you, gentlemen. First and foremost thing, I'd like to dedicate this entire Kargil operation, the story, to my coursemate. God save his soul, is no more. Is MB Ravindranath, commanding officer then of 2 Rajputana rifles. He was the hero of Patalik or Tololim, that is the hill he captured, in which his whole battalion went for war, and ultimately a very sorry state of affairs, only 1 company was come back alive. After that, he lost all his mental peace. He resigned from the army, went back, and what the war gave him was high blood pressure, and incidentally, he died of heart attack. It's a very sorry thing. He is from his coursemate and also Chinese schoolmate. And the Chinese schools, they have a tradition. When somebody gets an honor, they dedicate ஒரு ரோடையே அவர் பேர்ல MB Ravindranatha Mar அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு Chinese school. Anyway, I welcome you all to this particular session. And today is the Kargil Divas, about 25 years or more back. Then Prime Minister Vajpayee had declared the end of the war. And you see, to know, most of you must have gone through the something about Kargil. First and foremost thing, I joined the army for adventure, not anything else. I'm a product of Chinese school. Appa vandu second world war vandharu, tata first world war vandharu. Okay, that would be in Chinese school. So that I had an opportunity to serve in the army for a long time, almost 29 years. Thereafter, I started thinking that I should do something for the society. Youngsters like then Vimal Raj, his seniors, they all started coming to me from college. One of the wonderful colleges in Coimbatore, PhD, it has produced about nearly 19 people from our academy itself, and they become officers. And I'm thankful to all these people who have been in touch with me on and off. Well, Kargil பத்தி பேசணும்னா கார்கில் எங்க இருக்கு முதலாவது இது பண்ணணும். இது ஆக்சுவலி சொல்ல போனா கார்கில் இஸ் சென்ட்ரல் பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் ஜம்மு அண்ட் காஷ்மீர். காஷ்மீர் சென்ட்ரல் பாயிண்ட். இது 1947 முன்னால சென்ட்ரா இருந்தது. அதுக்கப்புறம் 1971 வார் அப்புறம் we had something called line of control, LOC. The LOC was created because of Simla agreement. And the Simla agreement on the Kargil area on the border. It is Srinagar and the lay for a route like it is one of the bottleneck. It is the Kargil, Daras, Batalik, line of. If you see the map, actually Kargil war under there, it is, I'm very sorry to say, it is a lack of intelligent failure. Nama raw research and analysis. This border intelligence, we also army level the int code. The int code say the operator. Those are intelligent failure. Why I'm saying intelligent failure? Because almost 2 years it took for Pakistanis to build a concrete bunkers on the LOC level, the concrete bunker built all over 170 to 80, almost 200 kilometers, various points on the top of hills. Concrete, proper concrete, even if you start bombing them, nothing will happen because nearly 2 feet of concrete is kept on top of the bunkers. If you people really, some of you go to army, you'll be able to see it. In 1999, my unit was inducted. So I was the second in command of my unit. It is about 16 mechanized infantry. From mech infantry, we have been converted into infantry battalion. So every unit gets an opportunity to serve in forward areas at least once during their tenure. As of today, my unit, I can claim with my unit, it has gone to Leh and Iraq. Now, this particular unit was tasked to go to a place called Badgaon. Badgaon is almost the eastern part of Kashmir. Now, this is where first I inducted. It was during the month of February. I took the 2 officers, 5 JCOs, and 71 other ranks. We move to Badgaon. Badgaon was the area that we are getting time to get familiarized area. And the area familiarization on the home it was on 18th February, instead of my birthday, date of birthday. So after walking about, those days, snow area, almost temperature down up to -4 degrees. In the -4 degrees, walk on question. So, yeah, thank you. In this -4 degrees, we started walking, and ultimately it was area familiarization. Something going to come up, Kargil. It was all, we thought it was a very peaceful area, but now and then the border level, right? You could see the infiltration on the 3rd May, 3rd May, official diary in 3rd May, they started saying infiltration started taking place. Now it is showing, as per the war diaries, we've got something called war, every battalion has got a war diary in which we are supposed to maintain. Suppose the college at 6 o'clock, we are going from this village to this village for reconnaissance or for area domination. We call it area domination. This was the thing which I took place. And when I started, it was snowing. Nearly 12 kilometers walk on it could be 6 hours. Complete better 6 hours. 6 hours almost top of the hill. Upon this, there was only one particular house. And we were feeling very cold. We didn't take much of the items. And the first appearance, that the first time I was going in that particular temperature. While going there, I said, okay, I told my troops, the normal thing what we do is, whenever there's a house, we want to go inside, we take cover. A platoon, one section on the left-hand side, one side right, one section will be ahead of me. Okay, now the inside, we went inside, there's a old house. I thought somebody will be there, we can ask for a cup of tea. Now I'm not going to show you the grenade which was thrown at us. I told, koi hai? There's no reply. Again, I said, bang the door. I said, koi hai? So there was none. Then I told my buddy. My buddy was with me. Buddy means a person who is coming with you along with your radio section. And I had an AK-47 in my hand. Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you, the moment I kicked the door, I was welcomed, whereby just one grenade was thrown at me. And the troops, myself, my 2IC was then now a colonel, retired, major, even a captain Nair, I was a major then. And this particular thing, I said, down. The only thing I said, okay, that when the grenade was thrown to us, it the fuse started coming down. It started smoking. Then I said, okay, Jayavel, you are gone today, on your birthday, you are going to God. This is what I thought. And we were silent. Nothing else. I thought it's the next moment. And I was just praying God, that's all. And it took, it took me by surprise. It took me 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, nothing happened. Then I realized that that particular grenade, which must have gone, fuse 1 in 100 grenades like this go off. It's going to misfire, we call it. I'm sure command member must have, experienced these things. So misfire do have. But that was a lucky day on me. God didn't want me to call you that day.
God is destined that you will not go that day.
Yeah, that's it. So, after that moment, when I saw that thing, I said, shoot. And all three of us started firing at the place. And one chap ran away from there. And when he started going through the window, my other troops, they shot him. The photograph of the person who was shot, I have given to you, just flash it. You can flash, it is in the separate photograph. Okay, this was my first kill in the Kargil, pre-Kargil operation. Now, after this, what happened was, we found that one more shop, after the year ran away, it was some sort of a hilly area, which we were not accustomed to that place. And this infiltration, ladies and gentlemen, had started much, much earlier. I want to during, October, start. It must have started in somewhere 98, I'm sure about 98. They come and mix with the normal people. And then they behave like a normal guy. We will not come to know. So, and after that, then when we reported the body back, we went there because we had to prove. Otherwise, Human Rights Commission will come and tell us what the hell. No, the body in the grenade somehow kept there. We took a photograph of the platoon. The complete platoon was there with me, and we took the photograph, and that was finally forwarded to the div commander. Now you can see the second photograph where my div commander had come personally all over the way, and then he came congratulated us for the check. This was the first operation as an independent commander of unit. I started this. That was my first operation. Now, subsequent operations were there. Now, what happened was, we being the mech infantry, we were not used to the heights. And the height level, walk பண்றது ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கு. நார்மலா வெளில வாக் பண்றது கஷ்டம். Snow இருக்கும்போது இதை விட கஷ்டமா இருக்கும். And the snow, you will not believe it, when you keep your leg soft snow, காலை உள்ள போயிடும். கிட்டத்தட்ட முழங்கால் வரைக்கும் போயிடும். அப்புறம் அடுத்த step. Now you have to progress like this. Now you can imagine this particular thing was happening late, early April, May. The snow June கரையும். That is the time this, people who had come from Pakistan, they were the force of jihadis. Jihadi now war fighters. Actually, they are Pakistani guys, Pakistani soldiers. They started dressing up as Pakistani rangers. Ranger, I will tell you, border, our border being safeguarded by border security force, BSF. அதே மாதிரி அவங்க rangers இருக்கணும். இந்த border security line of control இருக்கு. But why it started? எதுக்காக இந்த war started? The war actually started because they wanted to take a revenge. Because in Siachen Glacier, after we blasted the first atom bomb in 1984, they started retaliation. Then Siachen was ultimately captured by us, and Bana Singh was also there over there. Paramveer Chakra, Sundar Bana Singh. He is the person who claimed. They claim almost 20 feet on a solid snow. Then they captured the particular thing. Now they, in order to retaliate this, and also they wanted to have some name along with the militants and the group, support group. இதுக்காக தான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணாங்க. அந்த ஏரியா பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, you can see the thing. அந்த ஏரியா ஸ்ரீநகர்ல இருந்து அப்படியே போகுது. First is Mashko, we call it Mashko Valley, then Kaskar, Daras, Kargil, and Batalik. Batalik on the further end, and then it goes to line of control. அப்படியே போகும். Now you can see in the yellow number. This all number all later on it has come up. But earlier we didn't know anything about it. And the first loss for Tamil Nadu was Major Subramaniam. Trichy, he belonged to Trichy. Poor chap, I happened to see his box coming down, doing that. And I really started, I was in tears. Tamil Payan again, none theril. Subhadar wrote it was happening in the Delhi Kadachan Bari, Subramanian Saburia. That's it, okay. That was the first person who really sacrificed his life for the country. That was Tamilian, they opened a memorial. Tiruchila yarum panna maataanga, collected போய் பேசியாச்சு, but they just gave a place and they collected on the thing. And I'm sure some of you are then going to Tiruchi, you'll be able to see that Major Subramaniam is a Kargil, actually Kargil. May மாசம் first batch. Now after that, event started. May went on up to June. In June, that's where the Battle of Tololing took place, where I lost my unit. And there were two officers who were my postmates, who were commanding the regiment at the time, Rajputana Rifles and 111 Gorkhas, Colonel Lalit Rai. These are people who were actually took part, and then they put the Indian flag on top of it, but not without losses. We had a heavy loss. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks so simple for me to talk here, but when I go back to that area where I was there, what we were doing, because we were kept in the behind, because they told us, since you people are from mech infantry, just hold back. And we were held back and near South Kashmir, and asked to send our vehicles. Every day, pre-Kargil build-up, lorry and the artillery ammunition. Actually, Bofors was, it has got about 25 to 30 kilometers very poor, but high altitude range come around 20 kilometers. But one of our, another interviewing officer was with us. He was also in Kargil at that time. He was commanding one of the units in Siachen. So he was brought down to this garage sector. There he was operating. And the commander women knows it. I'm talking about Kargil only. He was the officer there. Now, this particular Kargil operation, intelligent failure. Our politicians did not allow us to go through high altitude, 5,000 meters. 5,000 meters, roughly about 15,000 feet. And the 15,000 feet, we had to have every soldier, 2 soldiers go very color, or officer go very color. The color, it takes nearly about 2 days to go Malapur. We had to say that this place has been vacant and nobody has come inside. But don't go because it's costing too much of money. Nothing is going to happen. The politician कोई जरूरत नहीं हम लोग politician है नेताजी हम देख लेंगे. Now this was thing was being told to us for quite some time. In order to reduce the defense bills, this all things took place, and the result we had to pay heavily. Ladies and gentlemen, in 1962 we paid a heavy price. In China war, we were not prepared. Again, back in 99 we learned that India has to spend a lot of money on modernizing the government. Modernization start actually. Today we are spending almost major portion, about 30% of the thing on revenue on modernization of weapons and building up many things. And slowly India realized that buying from outside is very costly. Right? Commander women has been flying, aircraft has been manufactured by somebody else. Now, you people, you are youngsters, you will have an opportunity to fly some of the aircrafts and operate upon the weapons manufactured by India, make in India. And incidentally, Commander Vimal Raj gave a wonderful talk last time on TITAC. So again, he's going to go for TITAC. Please listen to him. It is about 1 hour lecture. It was telecast for about 20 minutes. It was the 13th of June, which was a polo link in the Rasudan. This is what I told you of my school type. Colonel M.P. Ravindranath, he really fought a valiant thing. 3 officers and 11 other ranks of the unit got citation. He himself was the credit also had been there. In one of the colleges, I was giving him the talk. I showed the grenade which was thrown at me, which I survived. So we are not supposed to show to people. Yes. And in fact, Commander Vimal was supposed to attend that particular, motivational talk. But I had an opportunity to share with the people. And everybody, I hope to see you all guys on 29th and 30th of July. Please do come down. You can meet me. You can share a meal with us. We can exchange our ideas. And once again, bye-bye to all. And remember, before I close off, I will tell you one incident which the Infosys boss's wife had quoted, which I feel India should follow. Now, this is like this. The story goes like this. When she had gone to Russia for one of the conferences, there she happened to meet a lieutenant, our equal lieutenant or a captain type, and he was wearing a uniform. This newly married bride, after 2 days of the marriage, he came down in proper uniform with the lady, we call lady wife. She was in a white gown. The whatever attire marriage that took place, they came from church and went to a place. You'll be surprised to know that the place they went was a war memorial. The war memorial, they paid the homage to those people. And Sudhamurthy didn't know what it was. Then when they asked, he said, the one veteran, he said, I also served in the army. And he said that it is the tradition being followed in Russia that anybody youngster gets married, and especially those on the uniform, they served in the army or navy air force, they dress up in whatever rank they are, and after marriage they go along with the bride and pay homage to them. This is normally done on Wednesdays. Wednesday evening, when the rain shines, they are there to pay the homage. And like this, I wish India also should do something to people who are spend their youth in the army or navy or air force. Anyway, you guys, I'm very happy. You people have spared the time to be with us and know something about it. And thank you, Jay Kumar, all the way from Japan is there with us, and Commander from Bangalore, and I from Coimbatore. And thank to the technology which is connecting all of us. And all the best for you guys. And I'm sure I'm going to very soon I'm going to share a very happy news about one of our long time student getting recommended, right? That too in the Coast Guard. let's hope for the best and pray for all the success. And I pray for all of you success. Okay, never give up, never give up. And like Commander Vimal had gone to to motivate him, I sent him to the National Defense Academy. That was the turning point. He kicked the job at Infosys. Hats off to the guy. A person getting job in Infosys and saying, I don't want, thank you, and coming and being with me. I hardly paid him pittance. I didn't pay him anything. He was working the night, overnight in a call center, and he was with me and started coaching people, to join the science school. And one of the boy today is a national sailor. His name is Srihari, and hats off to him. And also he trained one of the gold medal winners and the first lady officer who got the Zamarin trophy. Hats off to you, sir. And hope you keep doing a good job. Well done. I'm happy for you. And thank you, gentlemen. Jai Hind.